With the three-pointer now officially part of the 80s landscape, coaches had to begin to adjust to the change in the time. And as you would imagine, some were more interested in doing so than others.
If you're a good coach, you adjust. And we saw it coming. Because I remember when we played European players, most of their game was inside out. So it was something that you saw was going to happen.
One of the things that helped the evolution of the three in the 80s was that its two best teams and ultimate rivals, the Celtics and Lakers, were both on board.
That was something that my dad loved when it was first introduced. It meant that you could always try to make a comeback in a game. There was always an opportunity.
So I was in Boston for 3 years. As time went along, Danny Ainge started shooting him a little more. Bird was shooting him more, and then the three-point contest happened, and he won those. It became more part of everyone's conscience.
The Celtics were showing the rest of the league the expansion of the three and having a ton of success doing so. In the 83-84 season, Larry Bird and company made just 55 shots beyond the arc all year. Just 3 years later, in 86-87, they had nearly 4 times that total.
As time went on, I moved on from Boston and played with New York, Rick Pitino's first 2 years in New York. And Pitino was really the one that sent the three-point shot to the galaxy.
One of the adjustments that needed to be made around the league was the players who hadn't utilized the three in college now working on lengthening their range at the NBA level so they could be able to hit this shot successfully. Take maybe the greatest of all time, his airness, for example. Michael Jordan was just 9 of 52 in his rookie year with the Bulls and didn't shoot over 20% from three until his 5th season in the association.
Michael could do anything, and he would have adapted to it. He would have incorporated it into his game sooner.
And so, with even the best players in the world having trouble, where would organizations now go to utilize the opportunity for extra points? And with that, I introduce you to the three-point specialist.
You had your slashers, you had your postmen, and then you had your three-point specialists, like the D. Browns of the world, the Del Currys, Larry Birds, showing my age because I was around that era, Craig Hodges, Steve Kerrs,
Ray Allen, Reggie Miller.
Reggie was a guy that should be credited for making this shot more of a household thing.
I know how much I put into my training. Early in the mornings, late after practice, that I would put on shooting jump shots and shooting certain shots to win games. I always felt that the odds would be in my favor because of how hard I worked.
Guys that used to just come off the pin downs and really stretch the floor. But that was something that you was always told that you would develop into. So you come in the league and you specialize in something.
Not every superstar could shoot the three like Larry Bird, but the NBA did house plenty of talented shooters who could be set free with just a few coaching adjustments. How important were three-point specialists, you ask? Well, take Craig Hodges, for example. In the 85-86 season, Hodges made more threes than the rest of his entire Bucks team combined, while shooting them at a 45% clip. Meanwhile, Steve Kerr started just 5 games for the 89-90 Cavaliers, but saw important minutes considering he drained 73 three-pointers at an over 50% mark.
If you could not shoot and that was not part of your game, coaches let you know that. I was always a guy that had the green light, not only for my coaches but my teammates, because that was what I did. I could shoot the ball. So me personally, no, it was not hard. Other teammates that I had, yes, it was very hard to get coaches to allow them to shoot that.
From specialists like Dell to stars like Danny Ainge, who slaughtered the season mark of 92 with a whopping 148 back in the 87-88 season, the transition from gimmick to asset was now complete. However, old-time players and visionary coaches were about to take the three-point revolution to a whole new level.